So I haven't done an illyriad update in quite a while, but let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Let's show you guys. There we go. We'll just make it a little bit bigger so it's easier to read on here. But I love this game. It is an incredibly long and intricate game. They just did some updates to it. It's been around for, I think, 12 years now. I mean, the game is just huge. But if I go out to the map here, and I need to update my prestige, which is great because they give you this prestige, but you get 2 a day or 1 a day. And so you can really have your prestige account every week if you just log in 5 days and claim it for free, right? So it expands your view on the map, gives you like some double builds. So it's really not, this game is really almost really incredibly hard to get pay to win. But here's the area of it, right? So I just want to point out that this is the part of the map that it's actually representing. This box is right here. But look how big this map is, man. It is just, and that's just the southern section. There's players all over. Look at that. It's still going. Isn't that crazy? But then you can just center it back on yours. I'm in the Newlands. It's kind of like in the middle of the map because this map even goes that much further south. Look. Like, that's just insane, honestly. Like, a map that big. That's what I love about this game. We'll center it back on there again. So you get a certain amount of towns in here, and we'll zoom back up. But you can build more towns based on your. Let's go over here to my stall 1 and settlers. And so, like, I've got to build my population to 130, and I've got to have 8 settlers before I go to the next town. So I actually have them building here. It takes a while, like 27 days to build 8 settlers, and I won't have the 130 before then. It's taken me a year and a few months to get to 76. So yes, that's going to take me a long time. If you look at the build in the cities, so if I can click on the castle here, this shows you like my main city build. This one's pretty much maxed out. I just have a bunch of research to do now, but you can tell a day, 3 days, a day, another 3 days here, 3 days here. Like, that's how long it takes to research some of the stuff. Glowing plate mail, silver steel mail, all the magic still need research. There's a bunch of city stuff and crafting, and like I said, I've been on this city for a long time. That's what I love about this game. It has got a ton in there. And so what I do is I just kind of log in and say, you know, I should have 2 builds and 2 research. So I'll go down to Guild 3 here. You get to name the town. But see, there's no research I can do. So I'll go down to MGS1. I'll look, and I think I'm building food in here. I am. So I'll come down here. I'll start the next upgrade for food. It takes this many resources, but I've got this many resources. I'm maxed out. But see how food's negative? And so different seasons of the year, like wintertime right now, is only spring's a +1 food, summer goes to +3, so this changes. You have to constantly watch your stats. Then the position of the moon changes, and so this waning crescent means you get more of those little research guys. And so I'll show you what that means is it's your library. And so when you go, right here, see this guy right here in research, I'm getting +1610, but because of the moon I have a +4%. It's really kind of cool. You can even do like magic places and cast spells that benefit your city and all kinds of craziness. So, but we're going to go and continue to build food to change this -579. And then we got a little bit of mail, Easter egg hunt. Post 3 to 4 questions. I got you. This is really kind of cool. Like, I've never been into another community like illyriad that the entire community, there's very few people that really want to get aggressive. For the most part, everyone's helping each other build. There's people that have like 30 cities going. And like I said, I've been on the game a year, and I have 8. And the 8th one I just started. I don't even have a name on it yet. It just says new settlement. And then I go in here and look and say, what's the lowest production? It's in this the quarry. So let's just upgrade the quarry twice to get that boosted up. And then, of course, I go look at research and say, can I research anything? Let's research the bureaucracy. I don't even really look at the research anymore. I just start doing them all, you know. Probably not the best way to do it. It's just the B2 way to do it, right? Stall 1, I'm maxed out in this city. Everything built. If I hover on everything, they're all level 20, which took an incredibly long time to build. But you can build this little architect's office, and that actually gives you a +30% on your build time. It's one of the first things you want to construct and raise because it makes your building so much quicker on there. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the other cities and stall 3. And the reason, okay, so I'll tell you why I named my cities this. The stalwarts are the biggest military unit in your towns as a dwarf. There's a bunch of different races, and each one has their own like T2 level. And so I really want to make 3 towns with just stalwarts in them. You can get elite units and send them out in 150s, and they attack. And during tournaments that are every 3 months, there's a month-long tournament. You can use those to like clear lands and stuff. I know that doesn't mean a lot to you now. Just trust me. You'll want to get that. The guild cities that I have on here, 1, 2, and 3, are where I plan to research and grow things, and I'll actually kill off monsters that are close to the towns, and then use like skinners to get like. So I'll show you what that means. It probably doesn't mean much to you, but so when you go in here onto the map and you look at the terrain and then resources. So if I take the terrain off and just look at resources now, I can come in here and collect this, right? So if I come into this Newlands, it's an abandoned iron mine. Let's just say I could actually go into, let's go into one of the cities that I know can go and pick it up, and this MGS1. So what we're going to do is harvest this resource, and we're going to send 1 cotter to it. And then we're going to harvest this one. We're going to send 60 miners into that one, right? And then on this one, we're going to harvest a resource. We're going to send a cotter there. This one's an herb, so let's harvest this with herbalist, 44. And then what you can do is build more of them. So I think I have a skinner left, but I haven't killed any of the animals that are on here, so I'll tell you what I mean by that. If I, yeah. So these are where all the animals, I just take them off because it looks confusing. But I can actually take now and say, like, let's clear this off. I can send an army. And I don't really want to do it out of that town. I don't really have much of an army. Let's go into stall 1. And then what we'll do is I don't think that has a big army in there. Let me just double check it. Nope, it does. It has a bunch of axemen and a bunch of spear guys in that army. So what we can do is go back to the map. We'll click on the little doggy here. We'll send the army. We'll send axes. Yep. And then we will attack and send them out. What happens is it'll pop a little army unit on this stall 1 right here. And these guys are in camp. That's actually me. But if I click on that 144220, I can go down here to my sovereignty. 14420 here. I can know that I can actually level up that building and then claim sovereignty. And then what you can do is you can level up these buildings that give you certain bonuses in each one of these little areas, right? So anyway, that's way advanced. Like, you won't get into that in the beginning, but I wanted to show it because it's pretty cool to know. So anyway, illyriad, if you have any questions, you can actually pop on the server or message me and I'll help you out. See ya.